I can't find my camera stand to get any B-roll for this video. Normally, if I want a video to have at least have a shot of doing well, I'll get B-roll, but this is important, so I'm gonna record this anyway. Mental health is something that is very important to me, and lately has been tough to wrangle it. That Arkham video, that last one on Asylum, was recorded in late December, and I just couldn't get it out because we can't afford to pay our internet, and we haven't had it for 4 months. I tried over the course of these few months to find any amount of time with stable Wi-Fi to get the video to go up, but it wouldn't go up. And finally, while I was on vacation, we had steady Wi-Fi at the hotel, so I just put my phone down, threw the video up, and finally it went through. And yeah, it did okay. It did about average for what my videos do, which is, it's fine. But I can't put out the content that I want to put out right now because it's just not working, the content that I want to make right now it isn't working out. It's long form, unedited. My videos tend to be upwards of an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. I have a couple that are even 2 hours long, and I put out these sorts of videos because I don't script anything. My creative process is I kind of settle on a game that I think would be kind of fun for me to play, and then to kind of just comment on, and if I think it might have some weird quirks from being a Nintendo port, I will add it to port shenanigans. I've put up Payday content. I recorded the entirety of Kirby, actually. I did the whole fucking thing, and my recording cut like at the end of the video, and I didn't know, and I just never got around to re-recording that video. I could have, and I just never did. Which sucks, because the game was my childhood. Return to Dreamland was one of my most played games as a kid. And so, that kind of bothers me. I've been trying to get this last video up from Asylum for 4 months, and it finally went up. So everything's just been really hard lately. And it's just really discouraging. It is. I've been out of a job for a while now. I've got some phone calls to make tomorrow about that. Everything's just kind of fallen apart, but I am not a man to give up. I have very, very achievable dreams that will happen, and it'll be because I made them. But I can't do that and ignore the problem at hand. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to use this YouTube journal that I started this a couple of weeks ago. There's 3 videos up there now at the time of recording. And once I make this kind of known to you guys, you will see a very different side of me. And I will not be hiding anything from you guys. My issues will be put to the forefront of this other channel, and I will be discussing these things in great length. Or at least as long as I can. I can't upload videos that are too long right now, just for upload time's sake. The Arkham video took forever because it was so long. So if I keep it under about 20 minutes or so, videos should be fine. But I refuse to let these hard times stop me from getting where I want to go and having what I want. My partner and I, we are long distance. She lives in New Zealand. As someone that lives in America on the East Coast, way over here, that's a long way. And I have to find a job that is stable enough to save up the money while also living here in order to get there. And it's going to be a lot. And I'm hoping that, on the off chance this might save my ass, that would be pretty cool. But that's not really the heartfelt goal here. I'm not gonna lie to you and say I wouldn't really love it, because it would be really awesome if I could help people and save my own ass at the same time. That would be just amazing. But life doesn't really work that way. So I am putting this out to do my best to help people, because I am a good person. I have moral standards, and I believe that we as people can do so much together and through each other we can be so much better than we are. You know, especially here in America, everything is just gone to shit over the past couple of months. Everything it's a disaster. You know, everyone's complaining about it. Everything is just gone to shit here. But we can't just sit here and complain about it. We've got to get something done. We've got to get that man out of office. We've got to get our own lives together. We've got to get everything settled, because most people statistically are older than me. I'm 21. That leaves a good 60% of the population ish, probably more, that's older than I am, that actually has it together. That leaves about half. I would estimate probably about half of the global population that is actually fit and has it together enough to take care of themselves in this current state. And even those people are struggling. So, I have to not only get my life together and figure out how I'm going to provide and stay alive for the next few years in this country, but I also have to save up enough money to get out of this country. And that is going to be hard. And so what I've chosen to do is use this journal channel that I started as a way to document my journey and my experiences through this, you know, kind of document what's going on, my thoughts, how I'm processing this, the steps I'm trying to sort of get out of this position. And I am hoping that maybe people see this and it helps someone. You know, because I don't want to be the guy that learns all this and figures this out and doesn't share the secret. Because it's we as a people have to work together to get through this. And part of that is communication. You know, communication is so important. And if we will help people find a way to be better, to conquer their own problems, to budget, to be better, to care about people, to just be better people and more functional people, then we can all make it through this hellish thing that we call living. Because life is short. Life is short. It could be over at any moment. I am a person that is very comfortable with the concept of death. A lot of people aren't. A lot of people are terrified of it, and rightly so. But if you will live your life in a way that you enjoy it, then you will have nothing to fear or regret when death knocks at your door. And that is the way I want to live. And if that's the way you want to live, then I highly encourage you to come over and sit with me and watch as I go through the same things that maybe you're going through. And maybe together we can all get through this. I have no idea what is going to happen, but this is what I want to do about the situation, and I am going to use this as, hey, maybe it works. That would be really awesome if this was the key to not only helping so many people, but also helping myself. That would be amazing. I highly doubt that's going to happen, especially since I can't get B-roll right now. It's probably floating in this hellhole I live in somewhere, and I just have to find it. But at the moment, this is just on my mind, and this is something that I have to do while I'm thinking about it. So, I've given a lot of thought to this, because this is something that's very personal to me, and I realize that this could have lasting effects on me as a whole and the longevity of this channel, but I am willing to go through anything and everything that I have to not only help people, but achieve what I want. And what I want is a lot. It's ambitious. It's ridiculous. But I really, truly think that if I commit myself to this, I can do this. I just don't know what I'm doing. And this little thing that I'm going to do is going to be my journey of figuring that shit out. And it's going to be fucking hilarious, I'm sure. It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be heartbreaking. It's going to be frustrating. And I know it is. It's going to be all of the wonderful things that life is. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I'm hoping that someone somewhere out there under the same sun, looking at the same weird rock ball that we call the moon in the sky, is having the same problem as me. And somehow, in some way, I help someone. Even if it's just one person. Even if I only help one person, this will all be worth it. For the help and the saving, I suppose, if I may be so bold, the saving of one person's life. If I help just one person turn their life around, I'll be satisfied. And I'll feel like I did something. But even if I don't help anybody, it helps me get my thoughts out. And it helps me get my own life together. So if you want to join me on that journey, come over and just sit and listen with me. None of those videos will have B-roll. Until I find my camera stand, I suppose, then maybe I'll consider doing B-roll for some of those videos, but most of them will probably be just like this one, just black screen audio. So it's just something for you to put on in the background and just kind of listen to and think about, I guess. These videos aren't even really structured to specifically help people, because it's just going to be me trying to sort my own thoughts out, and then once I feel like I understand it, I'll try to throw in some encouraging words at the end. To any of you that are maybe watching this in hopes that this was like a big channel announcement, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna keep doing what I love doing, which is recording dumb shit and putting on the internet for some other weird motherfuckers to enjoy. I like being weird on the internet. I'm sure somebody else out there likes being weird, and we're just gonna be weird and quirky together. That's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna enjoy it. And maybe some way, somehow, this gets attention. that would be really cool. Because I really hope that someone somewhere gets help from this. If you did see this and you actually made it through this whole fucking talk, thanks for listening to my TED Talk, I guess. Thank you. And I hope to see you. And I hope that maybe you, in some way, are helped by this. I know I don't have the most active following, but the few of you that do, I see you. I see you. And it makes me so happy to know that someone out there is enjoying what I do. I love you guys.